Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hello Word, the podcast where we explore the fascinating world of English vocabulary. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today. Our word of the day is blind. It's a B2 level adjective, meaning unable to see. When we say someone is blind, we mean they lack the sense of sight. In everyday language, we use blind to describe someone who cannot see, but also metaphorically to describe someone who is unaware of something obvious. For example, he was blind to her feelings. Let's delve deeper into understanding this word. A good synonym for blind is sightless. For instance, the sightless man used a walking stick. Another synonym is visually impaired. You could say the organization supports visually impaired individuals. We could also use unseeing. For example, he stared with unseeing eyes, lost in thought. Now, let's look at some antonyms for blind, words with the opposite meaning. The most obvious antonym is sighted. The sighted guide helped the tourists navigate the city. Another antonym is seeing. Most people are seeing and rely on their vision. We can also use observant as an antonym when blind is used metaphorically. Unlike her blind brother, she was incredibly observant and noticed every detail. Consider the sentence, "She was so in love, she was blind to his faults." Here, observant serves as an antonym. Now, how can you use blind in your everyday life? Well, you might say, "I'm driving blind without my glasses," meaning you can't see clearly. Or, he's blind to the opportunities around him. Another common expression is a blind date, which is a date with someone you've never met before. We also have the phrase blind faith, meaning believing in something without any proof. You could say, "She had blind faith in her friend." Here are some more examples of blind used in sentences. The blind musician played beautifully. Blind obedience is dangerous. Love is blind. He turned a blind eye to the corruption. She was blind with rage. Consider the common saying the future is blind. Here's another example. The company went in blind, not knowing anything. Now, let's analyze some sentences using synonyms and antonyms of the word. Instead of saying, "The blind man crossed the street carefully," we can say the sightless man crossed the street carefully. Or, using the antonym, the sighted man helped the sightless man cross the street carefully. Another example, instead of saying he was blind to the consequences, we can say he was unseeing to the consequences. The opposite could be, he was observant of all the consequences. Consider the phrase running around blind, not knowing what to do. Here we can say he was running around sightless, not knowing what to do. To make it sound more fluid, we can also say he was wandering around sightless, not knowing what to do. She moved around the house, as if she was blind. Can also become she was moving around the house, as if she was sightless. One of the most famous quotes, including blind, is from William Shakespeare. "Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind." In summary, blind means unable to see, and it can be used both literally and metaphorically. We explored synonyms like sightless and visually impaired, and antonyms like sighted and observant. We looked at everyday expressions and many examples of how to incorporate blind into your conversations. Thank you for joining me on Hello Word today. I hope you found this episode enlightening. And remember, understanding vocabulary is key to mastering the English language. Please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others discover our show and learn along with us. I encourage you to create your own sentence using the word blind and share it in the comment section below the video. I am excited to see what you come up with. Happy learning, and I'll see you next time on Hello Word.